Hey church family, Jordan here. I want to help prepare you for Resurrection Sunday this weekend, April 5th. But before that, share about something happening even tonight, April 3rd, as well as take a look about what's happening out on the horizon within our church here. So this evening at 6:30, we'll be gathering here for worship. It'll be our Good Friday service. We'll have a time of prayer, singing, a sermon. Our brother Ash Simpson will be preaching for us that evening. So if you're available, I'd encourage you to come on out to the church that evening. So invite friends, neighbors, family. So we look forward to gathering tonight for our Good Friday service as we reflect on the crucifixion of Jesus. And then fast forward a little bit to Resurrection Sunday on April 5th. A few things to note that morning. We typically gather for Sunday school at 8 a.m. Sunday school will not be happening this weekend. With Easter, it's also the start of spring break for local schools, so no Sunday school at 8 a.m. But we will have our two worship services. Our first one at 9:15, and then our second one at 10:45. So we will have new Sunday school classes starting April 12th, so you can pocket that away. But during our worship services, we'll be celebrating the resurrection of Jesus. Pastor Mark's going to open up the word for us in the book of Luke. We're going to start a new sermon series called Open for Witness. This sermon will be called Open Tomb. So we look forward to gathering that morning for worship. A couple things to note: if you're a mom or a dad or a grandma, grandpa, whoever bringing a kiddo in, we will not be having nurseries or classes that morning. This is an opportunity for us to worship together as a family. So we love the children being in there. We look forward to worshiping together this weekend. Also, a couple things to note that morning. In the evening time, no youth group. So if you have a teenager that goes to youth group, no youth group that night. And one other thing in particular, we talked about this last Sunday, but on April 14th, so in a couple weeks, we're gonna be starting what's called the Bridge Course. And we have these invites here, and these are not necessarily for believers, but those who are not believers. And this is a class for us to offer as a local church body to evangelize, to not only strengthen our efforts in that, but also to welcome unbelievers in, or those who may be wandering or stiff-arming or just questioning. This is an opportunity for them to gather in homes and in other places for them to ask questions. And so we'll have leaders within our church helping guide and shepherd those times. Pastor Tom and Pastor Rod are helping lead that. So if you have any questions, you could reach out to them. But take an invitation on your way out during service if you didn't last week, and perhaps give this to someone. There's details on the back, a QR code, and they can go to the website to register for that. So a lot of neat things happening. Typically we would gather for our prayer meeting. That's not happening Easter Sunday either. That'll be kicked till April 12th. So a lot going on, so pocket those things away. And then the day after Easter, the offices will be closed. This is just Good Friday, Easter applied. So if you are planning to come by the church, there won't be anyone here. Perhaps come Tuesday or later on in the week. And then a couple days after that, no Lost and Found happening. So if you have a preschooler through 6th grade who typically comes for discipleship on Wednesday nights, we're gonna hit pause with spring break going on. So we'll gather the following week. So that'll be April 15th. A lot more going on. I would encourage you to go to the church website to learn about those things. We've got a teaching lab, a women's walking fellowship, parent-child dedications coming up. So a lot of neat things that the Lord is doing in the life of our church. So I look forward to worshiping alongside you all this weekend as we gather to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus.